Good morning, Pilates Body by Kayla family. Welcome, Pilates Queens. Thank you so much for joining me. This is our second live workout as part of our 3-week Reformer Pilates at Home Challenge. This is going to wrap up week 2, and then we've got week 3 starting next Monday. If you have not grabbed your free downloadable workout calendar, make sure you grab that in the workout description below. We are going to give it one more minute. I know we've got people popping on Instagram. Hello, IG fam, and of course, YouTube. Welcome, Brooke, our Pilates Body by Kayla Essential member. She is a membership of a member of Pilates Body by Kayla on YouTube. But don't forget to check out our channel memberships. You will get early access to brand new workouts, members only workouts, and challenges. Little fun story about this morning before we get started here. Real quick, we are going to need resistance bands. This is our arms and abs workout today. So I am using one light resistance band. If you are not a fan of push-ups, grab your medium resistance band. We can interchange these out at any point of time. So grab a light and a medium. I'm just gonna grab my medium as well. So I have it here in case. So back to my morning story. It's been a Friday here for me. At 5:55 a.m., get a text message from my daughter's school that the HVAC system went out. So no school today for my daughter, so I have not had as much prep time for the workout this morning. So if you see me peeping at my notes over here, that is why I typically run the workout probably like 3 to 5 times before I actually go live. And today I had 5 minutes to run through this workout, but I prepped it. I had prepped it already yesterday. So let's see, who do we got? We've got a few of you on YouTube. Hello, good morning on Instagram. All right, grab your water, grab your mat, grab your booty bands, and let's go. Let's get into the warm-up. No band for the warm-up here. You're gonna meet me on all fours in a tabletop, hands and knees position. Soften your elbows, and let's just find our breath here through a cat and cow stretch. So I want you to inhale, drop the belly, arch the back, into a nice cow stretch. Oh, this always feels so good in the morning. And exhale, rounding out your spine, drawing your chin to your chest. Inhale into your cow, and exhale into cat. Let's do that one more time through. Really exaggerate the cow and exaggerate the cat so you get that big extension and flexion of the spine. You're going to stay in your cat stretch. We're going to curl the toes under, and I want you to come into a bear hover. So lift those knees up, and then tap them down for 3, and lift, tap them down for 2, and lift, tap them down for 1. Now we're going to take it up into the lift, hold the lift, push it back into downward facing dog. Oh, good morning, hamstrings. Let's bring it forward, back to your bear hover. So don't set those knees down. Stay in your core, and then push it back to downward facing dog. One more here, bear hover to down dog. Now we're going to bring it forward into that bear hover, and as you go to down dog, I want you to add a reach back. So opposite hand, opposite ankle, bring it forward, back to your hover, and down dog, reach back, adding a little bit more stretch through those arms and shoulders, and really lifting out of your lower abs. Inhale as you're coming forward to your hover. Exhale as you're lifting up and pushing back. We're going to go one more time each side. Here we go, last one. Lift those lower tummy muscles, push back through your shoulder, and inhale, bring it back to your bear hover, and release those knees down. Uncurl your toes here. Then let's find a spinal balance on your right arm and left leg. Extend right arm, left leg nice and long. Square the hips like you've got a glass of wine balancing on your sacrum or coffee. Maybe it's a little too early for wine. Tap the pinky finger down and the big toe, and then exhale, send it back up. Inhale to lower, and exhale as you're lifting, draw your tummy muscles up. Make sure that we're not arching into the lower back. Here's 3. Exhale up, 2, and 1 more. Slowly lower it down, reset to change sides. Extend left arm and right leg back. Head and flex the foot, squeeze the glute and elongate here. Soften the elbows so your shoulders stay out of your ears. Inhale as you lower down, and then exhale, lift. Keep your belly button right over the center of your mat, and keep breathing here for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bring it down. I'm going to turn to the long edge of your mat, and we're going to come into a gate leg stretch. So now extend your left leg out nice and long. Go ahead and take your hands behind your head. Let's find a nice little side bend here. So you're going to get those obliques fired up as you come back up. Arms are going to go to a T, and now let's add a nice little rotation. Turning your head, looking behind you. Back to center, hands behind your head. Find a little side bend there. Use those obliques to come back up. Arms to a T, and add the twist. Let's do one more on this leg. And exhale, lift. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. Bring it back to center. We're going to switch legs. That's going to go pretty quick there. Hands go behind your head as you start with the side bend. And lift. And you're twisting to your leg that's bent. So it's a little bit more challenging to get that rotation. And twist. One more time. Exhale into the rotation and back to center. Arms will come down. We'll come into kneeling position and then go ahead and grab your band. So we're gonna get started with our strength moves here. So we are starting with a push-up. So the nice thing about using the resistance band is it kind of gives you a little bit of spring. Remember, this is your reformer Pilates workout at home, so we're trying to use these bands to mimic spring tension like you would feel on a Pilates reformer. So if you need a little bit more assistance in your push-ups, this is where you're gonna grab a medium band. This is gonna give you a little bit more coming up, and it's gonna help you keep that really strong push-up form. Go ahead and put your band above your elbows, around your biceps and triceps, and then step back. I really encourage you to try these on your toes. Do as many as you can on your toes before dropping to your knees. We'll shift your body slightly forward because I want your chest, I want your boobs down on your band as you lower down. Exhale, push up, and then lift those hips back into a nice little downward facing dog stretch. Bring it forward. Find your push up. Exhale, up and back. Inhale, forward, shoulders over those fingertips. Elbows draw right up back to the sides of your body. So we're really working our triceps here. You want to tuck your butt, make sure we're not dropping into that plank like that. Hips stay up as you draw down through the push-up and back. Beautiful. We're here for 10, so we got 6 more. Keep breathing. Keep pushing. I put the hardest exercise first. Nobody likes push-ups. I mean, who are we kidding? So let's just get these out of the way. We have 1 set. You've got 4 more. Come on, here we go. Exhale, push away. Starting to feel those arms shake, heart rate's coming up. Push-ups are not easy for anyone. I've never heard somebody go, oh, I just love push-ups. Something wrong with that person if they say that. The last 2, hopefully I didn't lose count. And 1 more. Bring it back to that downward dog stretch. Now pull forward, find your nice high plank, and we're gonna come into a mountain climber. Right knee comes in, step it back. Really lift those tummy muscles and kind of tuck your butt. So you're really feeling those lower abs as you draw your knee towards your chest. Here for 6, 5, 4, actively push the floor away. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bring the knees down to your mat. I'm gonna take the band off. And if you have your thick booty band like this, some of you might be using the elastic ones. The elastic ones are going to be a little bit better for this next exercise. But if you've got the thicker, wider ones, just kind of fold the ends in half so it's a little bit easier to grab. We're going to have our arms in an underhand grip, so your palms are more up. And we're going to do a row here. We'll tuck your butt, zip those belly muscles, and you're going to pull and add a little twist to it. So that's going to get that oblique firing. And bring it forward. That opposite arm, the one that's forward and locked out, is getting a lot of work just holding and stabilizing there. It kind of feels like you're drawing an arrow here, like shooting a bow and arrow. I've never done that before. I've never done archery in my life, but I just imagine it feels something like this. Exhale, pull. Little twist. Try to draw your shoulder back. Think about getting your wrist towards your rib. And we are here for 4 and 3. 2 and 1. Even on the light band, that was getting challenging. Let's revisit our gate leg pose that we did at the beginning. So go ahead and extend your left leg out nice and long. We're going to put the band around the forearms here. I'd like to have your palms up, or at least palms in versus down here. A little shoulder roll down and back. You're going to hold those arms out in front of your chest the entire time. Do not let them drop. Let's revisit that side bend that we did in the warm-up. Bring it on up. Add a little bit more tension in the band and stretch those arms all the way up overhead. Bring it back down at the side bend, finding those obliques, back up and lift. Now, if this lift is just too much on your shoulders, what you're gonna do is you're gonna keep those arms out in front here, and instead of doing the lift, you're gonna push the band apart. Still just as challenging, but it might just feel a little bit better on your shoulders than this full raise here. Yes, you can keep going. Here's 4 and 3. Ooh. Are we feeling those arms? Let me know in the chat, because my arms are already on fire. Last one. Bring it up and back down. Relax those shoulders. Hold out in front of your chest. Band pulses here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness, release the arms down. I don't know about you guys, but I am super sore from this challenge. My arms, like these resistance bands, pack a mighty punch. Working so many different muscles than you are with like traditional dumbbells or body weight is completely changing our muscle structure in our body through this 3-week Reformer Pilates at home challenge. I'm absolutely loving it. If you are too, let me know in the chat. Hinge out and then bring it up. Again, you can raise the arms, or you're going to do that little band press out here instead of the arm raise if that's just too much on your shoulders. Think about your core, think about your obliques in the side bend, and then our ribs as those arms are going overhead. So just to give you a little side view, we want to stay in between 2 panes of glass, and when we're going up, we draw those ribs down and the tummy muscles in, so we're not doing something like this. Tuck the butt, pull the belly in. Side bend, fire up those obliques, so squeeze your glute on your kneeling leg. And that's really going to get the whole body lengthening and firing up, working all of our stabilizers and those tiny little muscles that we love to tone and tighten in Pilates. Here we got 4. Raise it up, keep constant tension in your band. Last 2. And 1 more, bring it back to front facing because we are going to do those pulses here. Of course, relax those shoulders, belly zips, press it out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, beautiful job. Maybe back into a kneeling position. We're going to go into a traditional tricep extension. I'm going to hold the band again. I'm going to fold it around on one end so it's easier to hold. I'm going to take that hand towards your chest. So hold the band and your hand right up against your chest at the top. And then the opposite hand, I'm going to fold the band in half here. You're going to go overhand grip on your left hand. The core pulls up, stack nice and tall, squeeze those glutes and keep those elbows right along the side of your body. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, you're going to press the arm down and back. So I want you to try to get behind your hip here. Exhale, press the arm as far back behind you as you can, and don't let that right arm move. So extend back with your left. Good. My nose just keeps running this morning. Sorry for sniffling. We are going into single digits here in Minnesota. And I am on a 6 a.m. flight out to Arizona to visit my mama. It's going to be an early one with the kids. So we had to cancel our trip over Christmas. Santa was gonna give some nice airplane tickets on Christmas morning, and we were leaving Christmas afternoon, but we had influenza A, so this is our reschedule, and it's gonna be an interesting one, trying to get to the airport for a 6 a.m. flight. We're gonna switch arms. I'm excited to get the heck out of here. Bring your left hand to your chest, and we are gonna extend back with the right. Super strong, trying to get back past your hip as best as you can. If you have a medium band, oh baby, the range of motion is not going to be very much, so that's why I encourage the lighter band so we can still get as much range of motion. And notice your shoulder. If your shoulder's coming up here as you're pressing down, you want to try to draw the scap and your shoulder out of your ear as you extend the arm back. We'll go 3 more. And exhale 2. And 1 more time. Beautiful. All right, we're coming off those knees, which is going to feel good. Lie onto your right side. You're going to tuck your bottom knee in, and your top leg is going to be extended long. Usually these bands, the thicker ones, have a little patch on them, so go ahead and put that patch over the bottom of your foot, and then you're going to fold the band, okay? And we're going to get into an underhand grip here. So you're going to work our biceps a little bit. I want you all the way down on your side here, and we're going to take the leg that's into the strap. I just want that leg to almost feel like dead weight and feel like it's limp. You're going to pull up with your top arm. We're going to keep a micro bend in the elbow so we're not hyperextending, and then that's going to really work our bicep a little bit more. Again, make sure that you're not dropping into that shoulder, so push the mat away, because what that's going to do is really work these obliques again. We're staying long and lifted, creating as much length as we can through an exercise, really going to work the entire body in Pilates. Finding that connection to that upper arm as you pull the weight of that leg up. Oh my gosh, who knew our legs were so heavy? 3 more. And 2. Now this next one, we're going to hold it at the top and bring the energy back into the leg. Now don't let the leg move. And you're going to curl here for 10, 9, 8. Push that bottom elbow into the mat. Stay long. 7, 6, 5, 4, beautiful, 3, 2, and 1. Nice little stretch on that inner thigh as well. Let's take it over, switch to the other side. So we're resting on your left side now, and your right foot is going into your band. And get that underhand grip. A little bit of time, always getting set up properly into each movement. And let that leg just hang down. Really try to shine the crease of your elbow up towards the ceiling. And that's going to refrain that top shoulder from rolling in. As you take the top leg up, big lift, soft elbow. So really try to work your bicep here, and we push the mat away, staying long through your side, and make sure that we are not dropping as we lift. Don't forget to breathe. There's always so much to concentrate on in Pilates. I see clients just holding their breath and gripping and thinking about every part and every muscle, and they forget to breathe, which is almost the most important part. Last 3. We're going to hold it up in 2. 1 more time. Send the leg high to the sky. Pause there. Bring energy back into the leg so the leg doesn't move, and we're going to curl in 10, 9, slow and controlled. You can imagine if you were doing a single arm bicep curl with the reformer strap in hand right now, how slow we have to go. Moving those springs and moving the carriage of the reformer underneath you for 3, 2, and 1. Oh my gosh, that got toasty. Okay, come on up. Grab a quick sip of water here. Shake out those arms. We're going to get into a little bit more of our ab work here, but abs and arms, I am all about compound movements. I love combining more than one movement into another movement. It's just like my favorite way to train. So we're going to hook the band around your right foot. So I want your right leg extended out nice and long here. And then your left arm is going to be holding on to the band. You can go palm in, Hold that leg extended out and then scoop your belly in. Tuck your tail. Feel like you just got punched in the gut. Your opposite arm is holding out straight, reaching for those toes. We're going to exhale, pull, and twist. So this is a single leg teaser row. Draw back, and that left oblique. As you're rotating, you should really be feeling the core there now. Carve out those tummy muscles. Keep scooping, keep breathing. Last 4 on this side. And one more. Beautiful job. Bring it forward. We're going to go down, change legs. Left foot has the band around it. Right hand has the strap. Extend out. Opposite arm is reaching. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Pull. Draw your elbow back towards your side body. And then get the chest to twist without the hips. Making sure that we're stabilizing through the pelvis. And it's your trunk that is doing the rotating, not your hips. Big, deep exhales. Imagine you're pushing your breath out of a straw here. Trying to exaggerate the breathing, so you hearing my breath reminds you to keep breathing. We've got 2 more. And last one. Rest both feet down so we can hook the band around both feet. Okay, you're gonna go wide, so the band isn't loose. I want some tension in it. And then grab underneath your knees, and eventually we are gonna make our way down onto our mat. So if you need to scoot forward on your mat a little bit, because eventually we're gonna end up rolling there. So make sure your head's not gonna hang off the back of your mat. You're gonna tuck your hips. Straighten your arms and then float those legs up and find your balance here. Find your stabilizers, and we're gonna extend the legs up, point the toes, a nice little hamstring stretch there. You're gonna feel those quads working. Most importantly, we wanna feel those core muscles engaging now. Exhale as you're going up. Your legs may or may not go straight depending on how tight of hamstrings you have, and that is okay. Don't force anything. If we try to force those legs to go straighter, then usually we're doing something like this. So that's not the goal. The goal is not to extend those legs straight if your legs cannot go straight. The goal is to stay here in your powerhouse. We call our ab muscles, our deep core muscles, our powerhouse muscles. We always want to feel everything moving from the core out in Pilates. So that's the #1 goal. If you want to go these last 3 without those hands behind your knees, you can hover them out in front of you for 2. And 1 more. We're going to hold the legs as straight as we can get them. Take your hands behind your legs and inch your way down to your back, or you can roll with your hands free. Legs are going to lift to the ceiling, and then your hands are going behind your head here. We're going to go to a double leg lower lift. At the bottom, you're going to press the band out. Lower the legs. Press the band out, in, bring it back up. Lower down, hold, press out, in, bring it back up. Think about your belly, your booty working together. The hands are supporting the head, but your upper abs are holding the weight of your head up. Try not to crank on your neck. Here's 5. If the press out is too much, just do the lower and lift. 3. In 2, we're going right into crisscross. We have to keep this tension in the band, making sure we don't lose that as we go to crisscross. Here, you're going to lower those legs, pull one knee in, keep the opposite leg extended, and take opposite armpit, opposite knee. Press wide as you shift through center. Try not to let those arms cave in. Control it here. Up off the shoulder blade, up off the armpit. For 5, this is it. You can do it. We're done after this. 4, 3, 2. Hold it here on 1. Pulse the knee in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Quick change. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, long body stretch. Oh my goodness. Lengthen out those tummy muscles. Arch the back. Open your ribs like a butterfly. Whew, feel that stretch. Nice job. Go ahead and just kick the band off your feet. And what I want you to do here is actually flip over to your belly. We're going to flip on over. And we're going to come into a scorpion stretch. So go ahead and take one arm out to a T. You're going to cross the opposite leg over. Roll over that shoulder. Nice little twist here. Get the stretch through the abdomen and the stretch across the chest and shoulder. Roll through center. And the other side here. And let's go one more time each way. Ooh, still working out some cracks in my back. It's still early. Back to center here, hands underneath your shoulders, separate your feet hip width distance. Just gonna take it up into a nice upward dog stretch here, pushing into the mat. Feel that stretch those tummy muscles, and then take your gaze over your right shoulder as you bring your left shoulder forward for a nice twist, and the other way. Let's do that one more time. Right shoulder and left shoulder. Push it back, counter that gentle extension with a quick child's pose here. Deep breath in across your mid-upper back. And exhale all the breath out. Beautiful job, ladies. Reformer Pilates, arms and abs. This wraps up week 2 of our 3-week challenge. Again, if you have not grabbed your free downloadable workout calendar, it is in the video description below. And as always, don't forget to hit that join button and become an exclusive member of Pilates Body by Kayla on YouTube. I will see you in our next live workout. That is the last workout of this 3-week challenge. Have a beautiful day, everybody.